is what advice would you give to people, and it's probably advice you do give to clients who are working in an organization where that organization doesn't share or provide the right environment for them to shine, but more importantly for them, that organization isn't aligned to their own values?
Yeah. And it does come up. It comes up a lot. It does come up a lot. And I think it's coming up more because I think people are more aware. And I think how businesses are running, especially in the last 18 months, I think the values of a business, the values of an organization, as well as the purpose of the organization, people are choosing more ethically. I think people are being more conscious of where they're spending their money and where they're giving their time or where they want to be employed. I'm hearing a lot more people talking about the ethics of organizations when they're looking at roles. They're not just looking at a salary or a location, they're looking at what the company stands for. I think people are much more open and aware of that. And I think how businesses are treating their staff is much more out there, isn't it? Social media and all the rest of it. But I think how different companies have treated their staff over the last 18 months has been very interesting to watch. And I think now as we transition back into that hybrid of working, how businesses, managers are treating their staff is also very telling. But I think the first advice is to look at to know what your values are, to understand what's out of alignment, because otherwise, if you don't know what that is, you could very easily step into something that's very similar that doesn't resolve what's out of alignment. So you have to know what's important and what's out of alignment so that you can then decide what you do want, what is important before you make that step. I think once you know that, it's looking at if you like the company and it's the role that you're in, what are your options within the company? And start to have that conversation with people who might be able to influence that. And I'm working with somebody at the moment. We've been working together a little while, but when we did some work on values and purpose for her, she said, well, this is why I hate my job so much. It was like that light bulb moment of, this is why I am not enjoying the job that I do, even though I love the work in general. I'm not enjoying the tasks that I'm doing. She had a conversation with her manager. There was a secondment opportunity that she hadn't been aware of. She moved into a different department, and all of a sudden, everything just connected for her. All of the things that she wasn't enjoying doing, she moved into this department where it ticked all of the boxes for her. And now, she's since been promoted. So it's all kind of just shifted. So I think that's the first question is know what it is that is out of alignment, know what it is that you do want, and then start to look at what conversations can you have where you are to see whether or not anything can be moved around to make a difference and to put things into alignment for you. And if not, then you can then start to look elsewhere. I mean, there's life is full of lots of choices, isn't it? But you have to know what you are looking to choose from. You have to know what it is that you want. Otherwise, you're just leaping from one space into another and potentially likely to repeat the same thing. So you have to be really clear on what's not in alignment. What do you need to make things align for you?
Yeah, 100%. You've got to know you, and then you've got to then you look out to say, right, so if I'm not happy, is it the team I'm in and the team don't represent the right place? Is it the team's the right place but the manager is the problem, or maybe their manager? Is it the department, or actually is it the business?